go. It's Ava Schminnard to the front. Alice Benoit around through the grass. She goes, able to keep it straight up to the middle. Nobody hits her, and she's around on the front.
Trying to gather it in. It's like bucking a bronco, and boy, did she try to hang on there. What a job by her and the rest of the drivers. 3 wide off the corner. Amy Arsenal down to the inside, takes over the second spot as they roll down into turn number 1.
Off the corner they come. Morissette battles with your points leader, Greg Perry. Perry falls back to 4th. Right on the rear bumper is Morissette, though, as they race down into the corner. Trouble in the middle of the corner. Benoit gets into Lambert. Lambert slows up. They roll into turn at number 3. Anxious is the field as they come off of turn number 4. On the throttles, green flag back in the air. We are underway. 27 laps to go.
Ava Schminnard looking for her first career pure stock win. Amy Arsenal looking for her second of the season. Drag race down it to 3 and 4. The 77 of Joey Morissette right there as he takes over the 3rd spot.
Down into the corner they go with Schminnard and Arsenal still side by side. Amy not giving up on that outside lane. Ava has the advantage down the back and into 3. She's going to get a good run in there. Clear Arsenal. Here comes Morissette fighting for second.
Down to the inside goes Morissette. Amy trying to shut the door. Morissette is already there. They make contact. Amy goes around.
Up second. Danny Massa lines up 3rd. Doug Benoit lines up 4th. Your 3 championship contenders. They roll into turn number 3. Schminnard and Perry side by side. Hitting the restart box. On the throttle they come. Green flag in the air. And down into turn number 1. Ava Schminnard and Greg Perry battle it out. Perry with a great run on the outside lane. He has the edge off turn number 2, and he fights for the lead down the back.
Perry trying to climb up to the top of the ladder. Battles with Ava Schminnard off of turn number 4. Danny Massa, Doug Benoit, Scott Sestodio round out the top 5 as they roll under a blanket off of turn number 2. Perry edges out down into turn 3.
Down into turn number 3, Perry with the advantage, with Schminnard isn't going anywhere. A little bit of contact there coming out of turn number 4. Perry has the nose at the line as they race into 1. And behind them, side by side, it's Massa and Benoit fighting for that 3rd spot as Perry clears and is now your leader down into turn 3.
Off the corner they come, a little bit loose in front of the pack as Master and Benoit race wheel to wheel. Sestodio trying to make it 3 wide, dives it in down to the inside. Massa gets caught up in the middle, he slides back, and Hendricks puts his 03 into the fight.
Yeah, Massa trying to compensate there for the run. Sestodio had made a little contact with Benoit, took away some of his momentum. Now he battles with Hendricks to hang in the top 5. But meanwhile at the front, it is Greg Perry opening up a 5-car length lead over the battle for second. Scott Sestodio and Ava Schminnard down into 3 and 4.
Caution flag is out. 1 car coming to a halt up in turn number 2, and that is the 4 of Benoit.
Sponsor of the Propane Plus Autograph Series.
Down through turns 3 and 4. We're getting ready to head back to green flag action. There goes the flag, and there go the cars. Down into turn number 1 with 21 laps to go. It's Perry to the lead, Sestodio following close behind on the bottom.
Greg Perry out front, Scott Sestodio up to 2nd, and here comes Danny Massa down low. And how about the run by the 57 of Marissa Morgan? She has climbed her way up inside the top 5 after starting 15th on the field.
Morgan fights her way to 4th now as she looks to chase down Danny Massa. Battle up front though. Sestodio has a nose underneath Perry. Perry able to shut that door and hold on to the lead as they race down to the 1. They're 3 wide behind him into turn 1.
Perry doing all he can to hold on. He wants to pick up the win here tonight to clinch the championship. Sestodio has other ideas. He makes a little bit of contact as they roll through 3 and 4. As they come off the corner, Danny Massa slides up to the outside. He's going to put his number up into the fight.
So 3-car breakaway here for that lead. Sestodio in the middle of the 2 championship contenders of Massa. And your leader, Perry. Sestodio drifts it off turn at number 4. Cross the stripe, that opens the door for Danny Massa. Massa looking to take 2nd away from Sestodio off 2.
Off the corner they come, and Scott again trying to find a run down to the inside. Trouble off of turn number 2.
As we get ready for 17 more green flag laps from the Pure Stocks. Who's going to come away with the championship? Perry's got it right now, but we'll see over the next 17 laps who can take it from him. Off turn number 4, green flag in the air. We're back underway. Perry with a slight advantage over Sestodio into turn number 1. They power off at turn number 2. It's Perry taking the lead away. Sestodio still fights on the outside.
Down off of turn number 4, and Scott continues to rim ride that top lane as Perry holds off a half a car length advantage. Danny Massa right there on the inside, filling the hole from Sestodio as they race down the back straightaway.
Down the back and into turn number 3. A little bit of contact between Sestodio and Perry off turn number 4. It'll be halfway down, this time by for the Pierce Sox.
Into 1 and 2, and Scott Sestodio puts the 31 at the top of the leaderboard. Leads the charge down into turns 3 and 4. Perry trying to hang on as Massa knocks on the back door. Behind them, Benoit sits 4th. Battle for 5th as Hendricks comes up underneath the 57 of Morgan.
Top 4 are in a train headed down the back right now as Sestodio leads Perry, Massa, and Benoit. It's Massa, though, all over the rear bumper of Perry looking to make that pass. He can't win anything if he doesn't get in front of Greg Perry, and that's what he's trying to do now as they race into 1 and 2.
Down the back stretch, field stringing itself out. Morgan gets shuffled up the racetrack and loses a few spots as Max Bergstrom gets on by. Avis Renard in the 6 and the 82 of Cliff Avila slide on by down on the inside.
Down into turn number 1, the field goes. Battle on track for that 10th position. That's Cliff Avila and Marissa Morgan. Avila down on the bottom. Morgan trying to fight back on the outside as they're still side by side across the stripe. It'll be 11 laps to go for your leader, Scott Sestodio.
Sestodio in charge down into 3 and 4. If you're looking to get into pure stock racing until 2020, ladies and gentlemen, that car is for sale. You can take it home tonight as they come off of turn number 2. Perry and Massa battling for that number 2 spot. Perry still in control there. Massa takes a look up to the outside.
Not a bad way to sell a car, being at the front of the leader, front of the pack, being the leader on championship night as Sestodio's opened up about a 4-car length lead over Greg Perry, who's still in trouble in turn number 1.
Of what Danny Massa does, and he'll clinch the title. 9 laps remaining in this one. Sestodio and Perry, 1 and 2. Massa, Benoit, and Hendricks, your top 5 cars. Getting ready to roll off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Perry trying to hang tough with the former champion. They roll down the back straightaway. Door handle to door handle into 3.
They're side by side through your top 6 as they race down to the corner. Sestodio with the advantage on that bottom line off turn number 4. He will take the lead. And now Greg Perry tries to shut that door a little loose into the corner, leaves the door open for Danny Massa as they race down the back.
Massa trying to squeeze in as they make a little bit of contact in the middle of the corner. Perry trying to hang on. Massa finally has to concede the spot. Perry shuts the door down into 1 and 2.
Off the corner they come. Sestodio with the 3-car length lead over second place Greg Perry. Battle right now for 4th is over. Mike Hendricks takes it away from Doug Benoit, leaving Benoit in the 5th spot as they cross the stripe and head into 1.
6 laps remaining. Scott Sestodio, your leader, down into turn number 3. Perry has a mirror full of Massa down through 3 and 4 as they have 5 laps to go, this time across the stripe.
Down into the corner with 5 to go. Sestodio still on an island of his own. The battle on for second. Danny Massa needs a lot of things to go right in these next 5 laps for him to come home a champion, but at the very least, he wants to challenge and take away that 2nd spot from Greg Perry, and he's all over the rear bumper of Perry, knowing he can pass him if he can get the time and the space. But it'll be a battle as they race into 3.
3 laps remaining, this time by Massa all over. Takes a look to the outside. Hendricks right there in 4th. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th under a blanket, nose to tail off of turn number 2. Perry a little bit loose off the corner. Massa closes right up on the back bumper. They come off of 4 with 2 to go.
A little bit of contact on that last corner from Massa and Perry, but it's just good, hard racing as they race down into turns number 1 and 2. Down the back they go. Scott Sestodio comes off turn number 4 to the white flag.
Final time around for the blue and white 31 as he has opened up a commanding lead down into the corners. Perry, 2nd on the field, puts a little bit of breathing room between he and Danny Massa. Scott Sestodio rolls off, picks up the win. Greg Perry will pick up the 2019 Helga's South Coast Power Equipment Pure Stock Champion. Danny Masser in for third. Fourth to Mike Henricks and Doug Benoit rounding out the top 5. Not a bad half a season. 4 wins, 7 races. Pretty good average.
Yeah, I'll take it. We finally got this thing back dialed in tonight. I was so happy. Tonight was a really special night. I really wanted to win real bad. About a year and a half, 2018, April 27th, I lost my little brother to a tragic accident, and today's his birthday. So I really wanted to come out and win for him tonight. I drove like a nut because I had to. I wanted to win real bad for him.
You and Greg were putting on quite the show at the top of the field. Short of getting into him overly aggressively, you did everything you could to try to get by.
Yeah, I was inside a couple times, but I know what he's fighting for, and I understood that. And Tim's always in the little guy on my shoulder yelling at me, telling me to do it right. So I went to the outside, and it worked out. It was fun. I mean, we're wheeling the hell out of those cars out there, that's for sure.
Definitely could tell. I know you got some people to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank Lenny Souza, Brad Souza, and Tony worked their ass off on this car today all week. There he is. Thank you, Brad. He worked, besides working on his father's truck, he's got this to work on. I wasn't able to help him, but it was just tremendous thanks to them for letting me drive this car. Rich's Installation, Atlantic Water Management, Apollo Safety, Sanford & Sons, Rick Mountain Race Cars, and I want to thank all my family too, everybody that came out here, support me tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody for coming.
Tell us about those last 10 laps trying to hold off Scott. You're doing all you could to try to keep all 4 wheels on the ground.
I did. I just try to run everybody clean, keep my head on. Congratulations, Scott, on the win. He ran me good. Gave me a couple little bumps, but it's all right. No problem. And Danny, he ran me clean. Awesome. Gave me a couple little shots, but I just did what I had to do to land me here.
It's been a long season. Back in April when you started this journey, opening night at the end of May, this was the goal. Did you think you had everything you needed this year to get here?
Yes, absolutely. Everybody at the shop, TFB Racing, John Robideau, he helped me out a lot. Good job, man. Good job. Thank you. Danny, Mike, Lindsay, my mom, all my sponsors. I got B&A, Auto and Tree. Big throw out to them. They got me a good set of tires. Who else? Just everybody at the shop and everybody that come here every week and cheers me on, and I appreciate everybody.
You climbed out of the car in elation. You seem to have calmed down right now, but has it hit you that you are the champion?
Not yet, but I'm working up to it.